Hi. Hi. I'm just gonna run my mouth because I have nothing else to do but eat and shit. And stay in the house until it cool down so I can go do some stuff because my car is not built. It was built properly, but some fuckers fuck with it. But you know the guy that used to own the car? He was in the Marine or something, or Navy. I think it was like, he died, like, he was probably in his 60s. Here in Hurricane. The wife and his kids, the wife, she goes to a church called, is it Jehovah Witness, I think? Yeah, Jehovah Witness. Up over here in Hurricane, Utah. They're right across from the LDS church. And she has 2 kids. I think it's their kids or his kids. Or her kids. She's she take care of them. They're nice looking kids. They were kids then. That was like maybe 8 years ago. They're handicapped, so she takes care of them. Even the guy, he was in the Marine. He was in a wheelchair because they had this. When I bought the van, the Mercury, there was a thing on the top that it helps him to put his wheelchair in there and stuff. That was illegally made and made him worse. Didn't help whatsoever. I don't think that lady that goes to that church know anything about that because, you know, stupid ladies. But the guy, the Marine guy, maybe he was already brain damaged when they did that and shit, and couldn't speak for himself because the wife was the caregiver. That's the church corruption shit, you know, they do here, everywhere. So I bought the car from her. I bought it off for like $5,000. I had like 2 payment with her. So, but she drives a nice blue car. It's like a Mercedes or a Cadillac or something like that. Just checking if we're recording. Yeah. But the inside was okay. They didn't fuck with the inside. The inside was built right because I was using it and shit. But they gassed out my son Quando at the DMV when he went to get his driver license. First, second, third tryout. Second tryout, he was frustrated. He didn't pass, and he punched my window, and my window cracked in the Mercury. And then I call this Stone Window Company, and they came to fix it. And that time we were living at where Tafili lived. He used to work for the police. I don't know what happened to him. He's a perv. Or I have no idea if he's a perv or not. He's just a pervert. Was married to a white lady here in locally from here. Her family's originally from this shit town. She's a child molester. She's a hoe. How I know that? I mean, look at her. She's ugly. Anyhow, let's get back to track here. And what else? So I called this company and they came to fix the windshield. because I got pulled over and I had to fix it. I don't know why, because I see a lot of people driving with some fucked up car and shit. They don't pull them over. So anyhow, I called them. They came to fix it, to avoid, getting pulled over. So this company came to fix it, and they broke the dashboard. They stepped on it or something. They fucked up my dashboard. But at that time, I was just too busy looking after my kids and shit. I had my daughter Angelina that they fucking murdered. So that was that. And they're just fucking and they fucked up my car. And it was letting out gas and shit. And I didn't notice that I was just too busy focusing on taking care of my kids, that shit was hurting me and my family. So Stone, they're responsible for attempted murder and also murder my daughter. So I took my son Quando the third time. He studied really hard and he passed his driver license. I was so happy for him. So that was that. That was the story. That was what happened to the dashboard. And then I figured, so I just fixed it. I was like, I don't have time to call anybody here because they all work together, to again attempted murder. And and then it's hot. What else? Oh, and then this, the tow company that towed my car at the across from Dixie University. My son parked the car at the church, and they lied, and they told my van. They told my van, and they fucked it up, and that's how my son got burned on the neck and shit, and like a little bit messed with his brain and shit, because they're trying to kill my son. He's in the hospital right now. So they're still trying to kill us or hurt us. So anyhow, they did something to I ripped the chair, and it looked like somebody tampered with the inside of the electric, because the wire, the metal, the rubber, it looked like it is ripped off, and it was attached to the metal to my chair with my back and my neck and shit like that. And that's how I figured they burned my son, Quando Iramia Jr. So I trying to fix it so I don't my ass don't get burned. Shit. And so when they towed that car, my husband went to get it out, go get the car from this tow company. So I think he paid like $250 or something like that, so my son can use the car. But I was out of town that week, so he was driving it for a while, for like a whole week or 2 weeks. My daughter and I went to California to visit my son Jeremiah for like a week and a half and stuff. So we were driving the car around. So he was driving the car around and shit while they tampered with my mercury, and they they took out everything, all my paperwork and shit that I put in there, in my Mercury, all like from the where I took my car to Big O Tire. I had evidence in there and insurance in there and everything in there that also was tied to the church, that the church helped my husband to pay for my car that was at the Big O Tire here in Hurricane, Utah and stuff. So it's the church. So wherever the tow company where they took the car to. Yeah. That's for now. There's so many more. There's so much more information that I know, but I'm just gonna share that so that way it's recorded here.